Thank you for visiting my channel, Cards, Spells, and Curio. My name is MysticDylan, and today I will be giving a tarot review of one of my favorite decks, the Tarot of Delphi by J.D. Hilgard Hinkle. If you love classic literature and mythology and the Greeks and Romans like I do, you will definitely want to get a copy of this deck. Okay, so it is the Tarot of Delphi, and it's actually based off Greek and Roman mythology. And the author, she did a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job. And I've actually spoken back and forth because very, very nice, by the way. The deck is self-published, and I had an issue. I had an extra card, the Hermit card, and we talked about it, and they did so much research on this deck, which I love. So first I want to talk about the card backs. It's very, very beautiful. They're reversible, very, classical, almost looks like the vase art, which I love. The cardstock is wonderful. The back is reversible, so those people who do count reversals, I don't. It's great when you spread out because you don't know which one's upright, you don't know which one's up and down. So it's very great. The cardstock, once again, I keep talking about it. It's great. It's a little sturdy, so it is kind of hard to handle, but I love that. I do love sturdy decks, and I do love them to be strong. I've had this deck now for about 1.5 years. I use it constantly, and it still looks good as new. So I do love that. One thing that I love about it too is that she really went into detail for the time period and the placement of that region and what the cards do. So she kind of switched up the suits. So normally the suits are pentacles, wands, swords, and cups. And she kind of changed it around a little. So you do have the same... Actually, you do have the same suits, but the knights are different. So the court cards are different. So Enchantress is what she calls the queen, which I love. And then she has, here's the extra Empress card. Absolutely gorgeous. So there are 2 Empress cards. There are actually 79 cards, not 78. So you have the queen, which is represented by the Enchantress. You have the Artesian, which was represented by the king. And then you have, hold on, because actually the devotee is the page. And then you have the hero, which is the knight. So a lot of research went into this, obviously, very true to the period. Another thing is that she kind of switched up the majors too. So instead of the devil, it is now the siren, which I absolutely love. So you have that sense of seduction and all those aspects that are incorporated into the devil card. So I absolutely love that. And then we have the one torn asunder. Okay, so this is typically the Hanged Man card. Here it is the destruction of Narcissus. So I actually really love that aspect and the way that she kind of came about that and how she incorporated these myths into the major arcana. You have the shipwreck. So this, I believe, is Odysseus on his way home, and he's tempted by the sirens. So you have the shipwreck here, and that is the Tower card. And then you have the Threads of Fate. The Threads of Fate is what would typically be the Wheel of Fortune. So once again, I love this card. And then you have the Garden, and that would be the World card. So definitely a lot of changes came into this deck. The cardstock is absolutely beautiful. And if you get a chance, I believe it's out of print, but I think she is printing it again, and there is going to be a reprint. But definitely check out the website. It is tarotofdelphi.com, and it is wonderful. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I would love to see. And for this deck, I do rate it 5 out of 5 pentacles. So thank you for visiting my channel.